Back at it like a bad habit. Tom MacDonald reaction. First time seeing exposure. Real street sessions here. Jig the faded. Check it. We're about to dive straight in. We're gonna do reacting to not only the location, the message, the the lyrics, the bars, the way he delivers the message. And then we're also gonna see how it reflects on my own life and lifestyle. Just like the first video that I did all the way up till now. We're gonna see how it reflects to me personally, as well as what the message is, rating from 1 to 10, as well as anything else I can think of. I'm gonna rate it from a artist's perspective. Let's dive straight into it. Let's get it.
Yeah. Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm doing, you're a coward. All your favorite rappers doing downers, and you make them feel empowered till they're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah, what the Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz all have in common? They make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all just marketing strategy, so you empty your wallet and
First off, well put together. The beat is a slower beat, slower BPM, gives you more time to put in some bars, I would say. I like how that was laid out. Very true. It's a marketing scheme. From being in the industry, literally, I will say, yes, every single rap artist is put there as a plant. I wouldn't say necessarily handpicked and put there as a plant. But a good example is Tekashi 6ix9ine. He was put there as a plant. I'm not going to get into the whole rat thing on about him. This channel and this reaction is not about him. But yes, he is put there as a plant. He's talking about Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, all them. Yes, they are put there as a plant. Notice when Lil Wayne came out, Drake, all these people, they are used as a marketing scheme. They literally use them for radio play. They use them for billboard play, sales, what you wear, what you buy. It all leads back into one. And I'm going to be honest with you. I have a feeling that a lot of these videos are going to be exposing more or less the same idea of what rap and hip hop is and what it came to be. But it does evolve and gets worse and worse and worse into more or less political and government ties, from what I can see / gather. But from what he's saying, yeah, good bars, by the way, in the very beginning. Talking about flour and all that. Lil Wayne, Rick Ross. Rick Ross used to be actually a probation or a officer, a security officer at a prison that actually was watching over the real Rick Ross. The real Ricky Ross was a huge crack cocaine smuggler that was smuggling millions of dollars worth of cocaine into the U.S., and he went to prison. The Rick Ross that we know as a rapper took the name because over time he was actually a correctional officer at the same prison that the real Rick Ross, the actual Rick Ross that did the actual drug dealing and the drug smuggling, was incarcerated at the time. The big Rick Ross that we know of as the artist knew him and talked to him every day for years, and changed and became a rapper and took the name of Rick Ross and starts rapping about cocaine and selling 8 balls and 9-piece straight 8 balls. So if you know that song, that's what that's about. So yeah, literally it's a marketing scheme. Location, I like it. I dig it. I like the darkness with the red lamp they got going on, the red glow. It's actually a white light, probably 250 watts with a red lens. They got good equipment, good cinematic view, wide lens, wide shot.
Endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics, that make you stupid with Xanax, that make you broke with designers. They use the music to confuse the youth and influence minors. Isn't it funny how these rappers went from fighting to power, to buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours, to turn the students to felons that just get fed to the system? Cause there are people making fortunes off of privatized prisons. They objectify women till they are...
First off, I gotta hear that again. I want to speak on this. right back to where this came from. Hold on, where are we at? Right back here.
To confuse the youth and influence minors. Isn't
Yep.
it funny how these rappers went from fighting to power to buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours, to turn the students to felons that just get fed to the system? Cause there are people making fortunes off of privatized prisons. They object.
Marketing scheme. The marketing scheme is to believe what you hear, see, and listen, and dress what you see, hear, do what they do. If you copy and listen to everything that you see and hear, you are being programmed since birth. And according to what he's saying, rap music and industry wise, you're turning students who listen to these rappers who don't have the common sense as an adult, or they don't have the wisdom as an adult that you would as a child growing up listening to rap music. No matter what gender you are, what color you are, what ethnicity, where you came from, what culture, it does not matter. That message is being delivered, and that message is, do this. You can get a gun faster than you can get a driver's license. You can get drugs faster than you can get DoorDash. Like, I personally don't do drugs, but I'm sure I can probably walk down the street in my neighborhood and probably find, anything I'm looking for in a matter of 30 minutes or less, versus hitting DoorDash for some Taco Bell. So, yeah, we're turning, and then on top of that, they're making so much money off private prisons. They're actually creating more prison. We have more prisoners in this country than we do, and then in the entire world combined. Google that.
Objectify women till they are all that you crave. So you don't realize there's more to life than just getting laid. You think you're happy, but you're really just so caught in the game that you don't realize you're wasting all your money to play. They give you rappers with rainbow hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend.
Wow, I literally just spoke about Tekashi 6ix9ine. Listen, I've never seen these videos. Like, on my life, I have not seen these. I didn't even think Tekashi was out at this point. I know of Tekashi now, 6ix9ine now. I'm assuming he was out back then. He just literally said that there's only one person with rainbow hair. What is the odds? How old is this? I have to figure this out here in a minute. Golly, there's no way. There's no way. Well, there you go. There you go. Straight up, right off the rip.
You don't realize you're wasting all your money to play. They give you rappers with rainbow hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend to emasculate the men that emulate all the urban trends.
Facts. They're trying to push the agenda, but at the same time, I'm not trying to offend anybody, because in this world it is different. So I do have to speak very, very carefully on this subject. It's probably best I don't even speak on it. But what he is saying, technically, if you want to go back 10, 15 years, this is the truth. In this time period when this video was made, let's pretend like we're not in the era that we're in now. The time frame that we were in, we were doing exactly what he's saying. And I'm not even going to get into that. I'm not going to, anyone who's watching, I don't agree or disagree or have any opinion on this at all. I'm just going to move forward. Shout out Tom. That's it. Hangover gang. That's it. I'm going to move past this part. Okay. That'll probably be the best decision I can make on this one.
Got you wearing pretty dresses and heels and popping pills like you really know how depression can feel. Y'all some posers, dying for acceptance and exposure, trying to be the rappers on the posters. All I hear is new chain, big house, fast cars, so boring. And all of that is lies, man, it's so corny.
Very true. And half of it is true and half of it is fake. These rappers that are coaching our children and ourselves back in the day. I'm 33 right now. So 10 years ago, when I was 23, or even when I was in high school in 2010 is when I was supposed to graduate. I never graduated. 2010, when I was 18, I was listening to Lil Wayne, Drake, listening to I Just Want to Be Successful. And I was listening to all that industry stuff. And it's true. The fast cars, this, that, the drugs, popping this, doing that. And that's all I was doing at the time. So you're literally conditioned to do exactly what the music is telling you to do. And then you grow up wondering what's wrong. Why am I not successful? Why do I not have a career or a job? Why do I not blah 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 blah, so on and so forth. But very true on this, very true on this. But the people who are planted or who are in this industry do have these materialistic things. Don't get it twisted. They have it, but that's because if they didn't have it, you wouldn't see it, to try to pretend that you can get it by doing what the music says. Pop this, smoke that, drink this. They're turning you into pretty much junkies at this point. Premature junkies that are going to end up in prison. That's what this is. It's crazy. It blows my mind how accurate this is.
Death threats coming every other day for me, but I don't believe a word of is ghost stories. Hi, my name is Tom MacDonald. Welcome to the show. If you are easily offended, then you probably should go. My resolution of losers who my new music is triggered, and just 1 million views on YouTube is too big middle fingers. I don't apologize or compromise. I quantify the figures, cause I'm optimized for making a killing and getting bigger. Had the fire all along. I needed fuel and a flicker to light the fuse to the mixture of the rumors and liquor. They got nothing else to do but try to cut me with scissors. But what's a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars? Go ahead and cry me a river, cause I've been dying to go swimming, and I'm designed to find it funny when they whine cause I'm winning. I just tell the truth. It's up to you to love or dismiss it. I'm just...
I like the way he does the wordplay here. These are bars, facts and bars. Basically saying, yo, if you like it or not, does not matter. This is what you get. If you like it or not, what you're going to do. What you're going to do about it. Great wordplay. And the bars, I consider bars metaphors when there's a catchphrase inside of itself. That's considered a bar. He's just really good at rhyming, using different rhyme schemes and different cadences. I consider a bar saying like sitting on my wallet. That's some gas. Or sitting on how do I say it? It was a phrase back in the day. Talking about sitting on that. I got cash in my back pocket. It was something about gas money, and it was a catchphrase. But you get what I'm saying. It's a metaphor. He's not speaking the bars that I consider bars, but the way he rhymes, he's got good rhyme schemes, good wordplay. Cadence, I haven't seen the cadence change much, but there's definitely a message here. I consider this a message. I'm pretty sure most of these videos are going to be messenger videos. I'm sure at some point I will see a video that's going to be more, I wouldn't say catchy. This is very catchy, but this is more of a message versus a song. A lot of this is, I'm noticing messages versus, hey, I'm trying to spit bars and rap. This is we're delivering information to you. And it is catchy, I'm not going to lie.
Pointing out what I feel like the game has been missing. And every time I open my mouth up, you get offended. You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive. You can't afford to speak your mind, afraid you'll get rejected by some strangers on the internet whose lives are all pathetic. I was surrounded by people who just pretend to be down, and then I blew up off a record, no one's friends with me now. I've realized that my potential's so intensely profound that there was bound to be some haters.
Yeah. Talking about all the people that are around him as soon as he blew up. No one at first everybody was down, everybody was cool with you, but as soon as you blew up, nobody was there to be found. Nobody was there for you. Yeah. I like how that was worded out. I'm gonna go back on that one, which is very true, because I'm a nobody. You can go check out my music, my YouTube channel, and you can see you can go date it back from latest to oldest or newest to oldest and see the number of views versus how much work I put into it. You can see foreign cars and houses and this and this and this and this, and I'm still at the bottom of the totem pole. But to the people who were around me at the time, started acting different. Very true. And check it, I'm still a nobody. So imagine if, like Tom said, he made it. So I couldn't imagine how many people fell off of his radar. For someone who actually made it, considering me a nobody, I had people acting weird as shit. Tom probably had everybody fall off at one point. Definitely believable. It's true. If they ain't clapping for you, they ain't with you.
Your mind afraid you'll get rejected by some strangers on the internet whose lives are all pathetic. I was surrounded by people who just pretend to be down, and then I blew up off a record, no one's friends with me now. I've realized that my potential's so intensely profound that there was bound to be some haters getting caught in the crowd. I won't apologize for anything I said or I'll say. If you're allergic to opinions, you should just walk away. Don't give a shit about your arguments and your complaints. I'd love to have you in my audience, just know it isn't safe. White people are the biggest on the planet, but even still I swear I'm sick to death of hearing it. You're not a model, you're a waitress, and the man taking your picture is a pervert with a camera and no photography experience. You cry about gorillas getting shot inside a zoo and then take photos on your phone when someone's dying next to you. Y'all only care.
Crazy true. You won't ever believe it's gonna happen to you. If it'll happen next to you, you pull out your phone. That's all about media, social media. How many views can you get? How much attention can you get to yourself? The way he worded that, though, I can't say his wordplay is phenomenal. I'm trying to figure out how he breaks this down, because the way that I write my lyrics, I write backwards, and then I start at the back and work my way forwards using the catchphrase at the end, and I work towards it. I don't know if he does the same, and if you understand what I'm saying, then you understand, and if not. But the way he's word playing, it makes me wonder how he actually puts his rhyme scheme out. Does he write it? Does he punch in? I'm sure he has to write his music. There's no way you can. I mean, I'm sure you can punch in and do this at the studio. But he does his own recording at home. So I'm sure he has all the time in the world to sit here and think of lyrics and either write them down or punch them in, and make it sound right. That's what I do personally. But I write my music. But the way I write it, I'm curious on how he does it, because the wordplay is phenomenal. The wordplay is definitely phenomenal, especially when it's speaking facts like this. Phenomenal.
Care about each other if it means you'll get some views, and you can say that I'm a but what I say is just the truth. There's
Facts.
A disconnect between the things you feel and what's said, because you're afraid of what they'll think, so you don't say what you meant. If being true to myself means that I'll lose the respect, then I'll stand my ground like both my feet are stuck in cement. I was raised to
Wow. If I have to be true to myself, I will, and I'll stand and lose all the respect and put my feet down flat in cement, which I know I screwed that up. But what y'all heard, that's facts. If we got to do what you got to do to keep it solid, I like that. Very well said.
keep my feelings, thoughts, and words all consistent. If you're censoring your heart, then what's the reason for living? I don't need their approval to validate my position, and I don't need to be accepted, never asked for permission. They attacked me from behind and tried to silence the vision, tried to kill me with fire, and from the ashes I've risen. My motivation won't expire, I don't get tired, I get driven. If they don't like it, then they're not required to comment or listen. They just hide behind their keyboards trying to find the ambition to go make something of their life while they die for attention.
Wow. Last little bit on this video. That was great wordplay, great message on that right there. That is very true. We have a lot of internet warriors, keyboard warriors is basically what he's referring to. They're dying for attention. They're not going to do shit about shit. They're just going to sit here and listen and have an opinion, which is always going to be negative. And then they're going to sit there behind their screen and type away and catch their keyboard on fire. That's what we call internet warriors. And they have nothing positive to say. And they're never going to have shit for it or shit to back them up. That's just what they do. If they can't have it, they're going to drag you down with them. Well said. Well, that's it for exposure. That was a great message. Very true. Everything in this was very true. This is definitely a video for a message to be delivered. Definitely true. Being in the music industry and recording with in actual studios, and now Music Access, being a part of Music Access, knowing how the industry works, and meeting actual other artists who are actually in the industry. This is very true, and this is years old. I'm starting at some of his oldest videos, going to the newest. So this is, I don't know how many years back, but speaking like this, it's still true to this day, and it's even worse. Other than that, put your comments down below. If you disagree or agree with anything I say, create conversation. I'm here for it. Let's see here. This is exposure. I have more requests. I'm not sure what order I'm going to do them in. I appreciate your time. Real Street Sessions. Appreciate the support and all the love. Like, subscribe, share. Peace out.